Welcome to NFL Daily Brief, your fast track to today's biggest football stories. Like and subscribe to stay in the game. The third week of the 2025 National Football League preseason allowed teams a final evaluation of players.
Teams must trim their rosters to 53 players by Tuesday afternoon.
Several players improved their chances of making the final roster.
Art Green solidified his position as the fifth cornerback for the Giants with strong tackling.
Tommy DeVito impressed with his passing performance for the Giants, throwing touchdowns on his first 3 drives.
The Patriots focused on the kicking competition between rookie Andy Borregales and Parker Romo.
The Steelers suffered a potential setback with rookie Derek Harmon leaving the game with a knee injury.
The Panthers evaluated their wide receiver options, including Bryson Tremaine, Hunter Renfrow, and David Moore.
Nahshon Wright had a mixed performance for the Bears at cornerback.
Luke Newman impressed the Bears with his versatility on the offensive line.
The Chiefs may look to add a veteran running back after an unimpressive preseason from Elijah Mitchell.
Joe Milton III improved his performance for the Cowboys in their final preseason game.
Micah Parsons interacted with a Falcons fan before the Cowboys' preseason finale against Atlanta.
Parsons made a call me gesture after the fan suggested he join the Falcons.
He was observed without a jersey during the game, wearing a hoodie and hat.
At one point, Parsons lay down on the medical table during the third quarter.
Coach Brian Schottenheimer stated he was unaware of Parsons' actions during the game.
Parsons later addressed concerns about this incident on social media.
He clarified that he was not being disrespectful to his teammates.
Parsons has removed Cowboys references from his social media accounts.
Teammate Trevon Diggs mentioned Parsons had an MRI on his back.
Parsons has been dealing with back tightness throughout the offseason.
Contract negotiations between Parsons and the Cowboys appear stalled.
The team anticipates Parsons will play under his current contract this season.
Chicago Bears coach Ben Johnson expressed disappointment with the team's offensive performance in their preseason game against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Despite a comeback victory, the first 2 offensive possessions were described as sloppy and problematic.
Starting quarterback Caleb Williams fumbled an exchange and the team faced penalties early on.
Williams was also sacked, hindering the team's progress and leading to consecutive punts.
Johnson stated that these issues had plagued the team throughout training camp.
He emphasized the need for improvement before the regular season begins.
The Bears eventually found some rhythm, scoring a field goal and a touchdown before halftime.
Williams acknowledged the need for further development within the offense.
Backup quarterback Tyson Bagent led a game-winning drive in the second half.
He threw the deciding touchdown pass to undrafted rookie Ja'Day Walker.
Coach Johnson is considering adjustments to the offensive strategy moving forward.
He plans to assess the team's progress and make necessary changes.
The Washington Commanders traded running back Brian Robinson Jr. to the San Francisco 49ers.
The Commanders received a 2026 sixth-round pick in return for Robinson.
This trade frees up $3.3 million in salary cap space for the Commanders.
Washington had a surplus of running backs and planned to release Robinson if a trade did not materialize.
Robinson did not play in Washington's preseason game against Cincinnati, signaling the end of his time with the team.
The 49ers acquire much-needed depth at running back with this trade due to injuries at the position.
San Francisco has been without rookie Jordan James for most of training camp.
They also placed Patrick Taylor Jr. on injured reserve with a shoulder injury.
Backup running back Isaac Guerendo recently returned from a shoulder injury of his own.
Robinson is expected to provide a power-running element to the 49ers' backfield.
Washington may use a running back by committee approach this season.
Chris Rodriguez and rookie Jacare Krosky-Merritt are expected to see significant playing time for the Commanders.
Atlanta Falcons coach Raheem Morris stated that right tackle Caleb McGarry will miss significant time due to an injury sustained in practice.
Following the Falcons' preseason loss to the Dallas Cowboys, Morris indicated McGarry might be placed on injured reserve.
This placement would require McGarry to miss at least the first 4 games of the season.
McGarry seemed to injure his leg before team drills and was carted off the field.
He had previously undergone a knee scope procedure during the offseason, missing spring practices.
This injury creates a significant challenge for the Falcons' offensive line, especially in protecting quarterback Michael Penix Jr.
McGarry's backup, Storm Norton, is also unavailable due to recent ankle surgery.
Elijah Wilkinson, a versatile lineman, filled in for McGarry during practice.
Wilkinson has starting experience at right tackle with the Denver Broncos.
He also started 9 games for the Falcons last season, primarily at left guard.
McGarry, a 7-year veteran and former first-round pick, recently signed a 2-year contract extension.
This extension is worth $30 million and secures his position as the starting right tackle.
Steelers' first-round draft pick Derek Harmon suffered a medial collateral ligament sprain in Thursday night's preseason game.
Sources confirmed this injury information to ESPN, and the recovery timeline is variable depending on the severity.
Recovery generally takes several weeks to a month, potentially placing Harmon on short-term injured reserve.
This designation would allow his activation after the Steelers' Week 4 game against the Vikings.
Harmon appeared to injure his knee while pursuing quarterback Jack Plummer in the second quarter.
He was taken to the locker room on a cart, but later returned to the bench.
Coach Mike Tomlin initially described the injury as a knee sprain of some description.
Further evaluation and imaging on Friday revealed the MCL sprain.
Harmon had a strong training camp and was expected to start alongside Keanu Benton and Cameron Hayward.
Coach Tomlin praised Harmon as heavy-handed competitiveness and noted his ongoing development.
Rookie Yahya Black may see increased playing time in Harmon's absence.
Defensive coordinator Terrell Austin has expressed confidence in Black's potential and progress.
Dallas Cowboys cornerback Trevon Diggs is uncertain about his availability for the season opener against the Philadelphia Eagles on September 4.
He is currently on the physically unable to perform list and has not yet practiced.
Despite this, Diggs expressed feeling better than expected.
If Diggs starts the season on the PUP list, he will miss the first 4 games.
However, the team may keep him on the roster if they believe he could return sooner.
Diggs emphasized his desire to practice as much as possible to regain game readiness.
His 2024 season was cut short due to a left knee injury requiring surgery.
This injury was unrelated to the torn ACL he suffered in 2023.
Diggs opted to rehabilitate in South Florida, resulting in a salary reduction due to a de-escalator clause in his contract.
He stated that the decision regarding his return will be mutual, based on communication with the team.
Diggs' presence would significantly strengthen the Cowboys' cornerback group, which is currently thin.
The Cowboys may explore trades or free agent signings to bolster the cornerback position.
Backup quarterback Tyrod Taylor is expected to be ready for the Jets' Week 1 opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Taylor missed the preseason due to arthroscopic knee surgery, raising concerns about his availability.
Coach Aaron Glenn expressed confidence in Taylor being ready for the September 7 game.
The Jets had worked out veteran quarterbacks Nathan Peterman and C.J. Beathard during Taylor's absence.
Taylor, at age 36, serves as the primary backup to Justin Fields.
Other quarterbacks on the roster, Adrian Martinez and Brady Cook, lack National Football League experience.
Taylor is likely to be rusty, having not practiced since late July.
Coach Glenn did not specify when Taylor is expected to resume practicing.
The Jets will have at least 5 practices before their game against the Steelers.
Martinez and Cook received significant playing time during the preseason but were inconsistent.
Both quarterbacks threw interceptions during preseason games.
There is a possibility that one of them will be kept on the practice squad.
A sex toy was thrown onto the field during the Tennessee Titans' preseason finale against the Minnesota Vikings.
This incident occurred late in the game, with approximately 5 minutes remaining on the clock.
The object landed near the 6-yard line, close to the Tennessee sideline.
It was a neon green sex toy and was quickly removed by security personnel.
The Tennessee Titans have stated they have identified the individuals responsible.
They have also reported the incident to the Metro Nashville Police Department.
Similar incidents have disrupted Women's National Basketball Association games this season.
At least 3 arrests have been made in connection with the Women's National Basketball Association incidents.
A cryptocurrency group has claimed responsibility for orchestrating some of these previous events.
This incident marks a concerning trend of disruptions spreading to the National Football League.
The game in question was the final preseason game for both teams.
Information from the Associated Press was used in this report.
The 2025 college football season kicks off soon, leading into the NFL season and allowing us to look ahead to the 2026 NFL Draft.
This mock draft is an early prediction, and much can change over the next 8 months as the season unfolds.
The draft order used here is based on ESPN's Football Power Index, which projects team standings through simulations.
It is important to remember that only 30 teams currently have a first-round pick in 2026.
The Jaguars and Falcons traded their 2026 first-round picks during the 2025 draft.
Arch Manning is projected as the first overall pick to the Browns, despite his grandfather stating he will stay in college longer.
Manning has a strong build, throws accurately, and shows good mobility, making him an attractive prospect.
A projected trade has the Jets moving up to the second pick to select quarterback LaNorris Sellers from South Carolina.
Sellers is a powerful thrower with excellent escapability and showed improvement in ball placement last season.
Another projected trade has the Saints moving up to the third pick to select quarterback Cade Klubnik from Clemson.
Klubnik is a mechanically sound passer who lacks elite size but offers stability at the quarterback position.
The Giants, after trading down, select defensive tackle Peter Woods from Clemson, a disruptive player with positional versatility.
The Titans, also after trading down, select safety Caleb Downs from Ohio State, a highly regarded prospect with no apparent weaknesses. Ryan Clark has praised Cam Ward of the Tennessee Titans, comparing his work ethic to some National Football League legends.
With the 2025 NFL season approaching, it is time to evaluate the performance of the rookie draft class.
Cam Ward has quickly become the Titans' starting quarterback and a team leader.
His deep passing ability, particularly with veteran receiver Calvin Ridley, has been impressive.
Oluwafemi Oladejo has shown potential as an edge rusher but is still developing.
Kevin Winston Jr., a safety, has been sidelined with hamstring and knee soreness.
Shemer Dyke has secured a spot as a reserve slot receiver and returner.
Gunnar Helm has become a reliable target for Ward at tight end.
Elik Iomanor is expected to start at the X-receiver position eventually.
Jackson Slater has earned a depth role at center and guard.
Marcus Harris has impressed as an outside cornerback.
Khalil Mullings is likely to contribute as a short yardage back and on special teams.
The National Football League offseason is not completely over, as teams continue to adjust their rosters before the start of the regular season.
One of the primary methods for teams to improve their rosters at this point in the year is through trades.
The San Francisco 49ers acquired running back Brian Robinson Jr. from the Washington Commanders in exchange for a 2026 sixth-round draft pick.
This trade occurred after rumors circulated that Robinson would not play in the Commanders' preseason game.
Robinson is considered primarily a runner, and this acquisition likely aims to reduce the workload of the 49ers' star running back, Christian McCaffrey.
The 49ers received a B- grade for this trade, while the Commanders received a B grade.
The New Orleans Saints acquired wide receiver Devon Vele from the Denver Broncos for a 2026 fourth-round pick and a 2027 seventh-round pick.
Vele showed promise in his rookie season with the Broncos, primarily playing from the slot position.
The Saints received a B- grade, while the Broncos received a B+ grade for this trade.
The Miami Dolphins made a surprising acquisition by trading for tight end Darren Waller from the New York Giants.
Waller, who retired a year ago and did not play in 2024, joins a Dolphins tight end room that lacked significant receiving production last season.
The Dolphins received a B+ grade, while the Giants received a B grade for this trade.
The National Football League preseason is almost over, with teams preparing for the 2025 regular season.
Teams are finalizing their rosters, and we are tracking every trade before the season begins on September 4th.
One recent trade involved running back Brian Robinson Jr. moving from the Commanders to the 49ers.
The Commanders received a sixth-round draft pick in exchange for Robinson, saving $3.3 million in salary cap space.
The 49ers also acquired wide receiver Sky Moore from the Kansas City Chiefs for a swap draft pick.
This trade was influenced by injuries to several 49ers receivers.
The New Orleans Saints acquired wide receiver Devon Vele from the Denver Broncos for 2 draft picks.
Vele had a strong rookie season with the Broncos in 2024.
The New York Jets bolstered their defense by trading for defensive tackles Harrison Phillips and Jovan Briggs.
Phillips came from the Minnesota Vikings, while Briggs was acquired from the Cleveland Browns.
Other notable trades include the Jacksonville Jaguars acquiring defensive tackle Colin Saunders and the Houston Texans acquiring tight end Harrison Bryant.
The Jaguars traded Luke Fortner to the Saints, while the Texans traded John Mechie III to the Eagles.
Dak Prescott raced CeeDee Lamb during practice to test his speed after hamstring surgery.
This surgery was necessary due to a right hamstring avulsion he suffered against the Atlanta Falcons, ending his 2024 season.
Prescott acknowledged that he needs to push his limits in practice since he is not getting hit or running at full speed.
The Cowboys' season opener against the Philadelphia Eagles is approaching, and Prescott has not participated in any preseason games.
Dallas has won 2 of their past 3 season openers, but Prescott has had modest passing performances in those games.
Prescott believes that his training camp work and joint practice against the Los Angeles Rams are sufficient preparation for the Eagles.
He also wants to ensure that his legs are ready for the game, so he continued to run after the race with Lamb.
Coach Brian Schottenheimer mentioned that the team tracks all of Prescott's physical data during practice.
Before the hamstring injury, Prescott had limited runs in games last season.
He promised to use his legs more but unfortunately suffered the injury after a scramble against the Falcons.
Prescott has fully recovered from surgery and participated fully in training camp.
The Eagles have a strong pass rush, and the Cowboys' offensive line may feature new starters.
Brock Purdy received a significant call from coach Kyle Shanahan during the offseason amidst contract negotiations.
This offseason was particularly unique for Purdy as he navigated his first contract negotiation.
Shanahan, typically uninvolved in contract discussions, felt compelled to reach out to Purdy.
He aimed to reassure Purdy of his position as the team's quarterback and the importance of his presence.
Shanahan's call provided clarity and alleviated any pressure Purdy might have felt.
Purdy appreciated the reassurance, solidifying his commitment to the team.
This conversation paved the way for a remarkable offseason for Purdy.
He signed a lucrative 5-year contract extension, marking a historic raise.
Purdy dedicated his summer to improving his mobility and leadership skills.
He also celebrated a personal milestone with the birth of his daughter.
However, the upcoming season presents a new challenge for Purdy.
He now carries the weight of high expectations and a substantial contract.
The 49ers will rely on Purdy to lead them back to the playoffs after a disappointing season.
His journey from Mr. Irrelevant to franchise quarterback has been truly remarkable.
The Philadelphia Eagles training camp has presented some challenges, raising questions about their ability to repeat their Super Bowl victory.
Analyzing a defending champion is complex, especially considering their defense, led by Vic Fangio, who oversaw the league's top-ranked unit in 2024.
Many key players, including Jalen Carter and Quinyon Mitchell, have returned, but the team also parted ways with contributors like Darius Slay and C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
The competitions to fill these vacancies have not yielded clear winners, as seen with the cornerback and safety positions.
Injuries on offense have also been a factor, with Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown experiencing setbacks during camp.
Pro Bowl guard Landon Dickerson's meniscus tear, along with injuries to tackles Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata, further impacted the offensive operation.
Quarterback Jalen Hurts showed progress despite the challenges, aiming to establish an identity within the new offensive system.
Positive developments emerged with defensive tackle Moro Ojomo and right guard Tyler Steen showing promise.
First-round pick Jihad Campbell has also impressed with his athleticism and potential.
These developments leave the Eagles needing to address some issues during the regular season.
Limited practice time for the starting 11, combined with a new play caller, requires further refinement.
Defensive coordinator Vic Fangio will need to experiment with personnel pairings to optimize performance.
The National Football League Enjoyment Index ranks teams based on watchability, not just overall performance.
Watchability considers factors like exciting plays, close games, star players, and innovative coaching strategies.
High-scoring games with touchdowns, interceptions, and sacks contribute to a team's watchability.
Teams with young quarterbacks or interesting coaching changes also add to the intrigue.
The Washington Commanders were highly watchable last season due to close games and Jaden Daniels' electric performance.
The Baltimore Ravens' combination of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry creates a thrilling backfield.
The Detroit Lions, led by Dan Campbell, prioritize exciting plays over punts and field goals.
The Cincinnati Bengals offense, featuring Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins, is always a spectacle.
The Philadelphia Eagles' tush-push adds a unique and entertaining element to their games.
The Atlanta Falcons experienced a roller coaster of exciting games last season, including close wins and losses.
Many National Football League quarterbacks face a pivotal season, impacting their team's future.
Several teams grapple with short-term and long-term uncertainty at the quarterback position.
This article analyzes 12 teams with quarterback situations that could change drastically by 2026.
For each team, we will explore the most likely outcome and a long-shot possibility.
The Arizona Cardinals, with Kyler Murray signed through 2027, present an interesting case study.
While Murray has shown potential, his future hinges on the Cardinals' performance this season.
Bryce Young of the Carolina Panthers faces a critical year after a tumultuous start to his career.
The Cleveland Browns' quarterback situation is perhaps the most unpredictable in the league.
The Indianapolis Colts are juggling between veteran Daniel Jones and the potential of Anthony Richardson Sr.
Geno Smith leads the Las Vegas Raiders, but his contract offers little long-term security.
Matthew Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams, at age 37, may be nearing the end of his career.
The New Orleans Saints have a quarterback competition between Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shaw.
The 2025 college football season is starting, and historically black colleges and universities football kicks off this Saturday.
The National Football League has increased efforts to highlight players from these institutions.
After no historically black colleges and universities players were drafted in 2024, Carson Vinson was drafted in 2025.
Looking at the 2026 class, here are some top draft-eligible prospects.
Bruno Onwuazor, offensive tackle from Virginia State, has impressed scouts with his size and agility.
Jones Fortilian, wide receiver from Jackson State, is a big target with strong hands.
Eric Hunter, linebacker from Morgan State, is expected to be a top defender in the football championship series.
Ashton Grable, offensive tackle and guard from Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, is a powerful blocker.
Colby Givens, edge rusher from Southern University, has impressive pass rushing abilities.
Noah Miles, edge rusher from Howard University, showed potential with a strong 2024 season.
Jeremiah Williams, defensive tackle from Jackson State, is expected to play more 3 technique this season.
Kevon King, running back from Norfolk State, is a physical runner with good contact balance.
Malcolm Reed, safety from North Carolina Central University, is a versatile player with good coverage skills.
Eden James, running back from Howard University, is an explosive player with high expectations.
Anthony Richardson joined the Indianapolis Colts with high expectations after being drafted 4th overall, but his future with the team is now uncertain.
The Colts recently named Daniel Jones their starting quarterback, a decision that has significant implications for both Jones and Richardson.
This move allows Jones to potentially revitalize his career, while Richardson faces a setback that raises questions about his future in Indianapolis.
While it is too soon to definitively say whether Richardson will leave the Colts, this decision makes a future separation seem more probable.
Richardson and his agent were surprised by the Colts' decision, and they are currently evaluating all available options.
If Richardson does not play this season, he will have only 1 season of game experience after 3 years in the league.
The Colts have benched Richardson before, so it is hard to imagine them fully committing to him after twice choosing to start someone else.
It is difficult to determine Richardson's trade value, but it is likely that some teams would be interested in acquiring him.
One AFC executive suggested that Richardson's team control through at least 2026, combined with the team's need at quarterback, could make him an attractive trade target.
His situation is comparable to Trey Lance, who was traded for a 4th-round pick, though Richardson is considered to have greater potential.
Colts coach Shane Steichen explained that the decision to start Jones was based on his superior command of the nuances of the quarterback position.
Steichen prioritized consistency and experience over Richardson's potential playmaking ability.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.